Welcome to another video, Walk on the Wild Side, and I'm here in a wild and windy Blackpool. I'm on the Golden Mile here, and there's a very large hotel not far from here that's about to become history. Just check this out. Whoa, look at that. It looks pretty turbulent out there in the Irish Sea, and there's been quite a lot of turbulence going on in Blackpool over the last couple of years. We've had hotels being knocked down, businesses closed, and it's been some pretty tough times lately. And there's a hotel just up here on the central promenade. Watch these waves. It's called the St Chads Hotel, and it's due to be demolished. Let's go and check it out, shall we? It's just up here. Okay, we're looking down there towards the Pleasure Beach. So I've come up now to St Chads Road, and that's what this block here is called. It's called St Chads Terrace, and it was completed in 1891. They have the date on the top there. Now, taking up most of this block is the St Chads Hotel, massive hotel. And there's also a smaller hotel in there. Can you see that one there? Called the Lyric. And on the very right hand side there, I think there's apartments. And there's also a fish and chip restaurant around the side. But the hotel closed in 2021 along with the Lindene, because the Lindene next door, you see this hotel here, is owned by the same Singaporean based group. I think they're called Fragrance. And the idea is, I think, that they want to knock this building down and build an all new state-of-the-art hotel with an underground car park. And possibly, this is a bit of a rumour, a sky bridge going from there to the other side. Now that might be long term, because they might be knocking the Lindene down in the future, who knows. So there you go, that's St Chads Terrace there, and it's all one building, all built at the same time. Now, funny enough, that's the hotel that they're going to knock down. That's a building that is doomed. And yet, the Lindene Hotel, which opened again, it closed briefly in early 2021, but then it reopened again under a new management company. But if you look at it, it's actually a collection of separate houses and buildings put together. But this is the hotel that's staying for the time being, at least anyway. I'm only speculating as to whether this one might, in the future, be brought down and rebuilt, but we'll have to see about that. There was even a coach house at the Lindene. I think it was on the far side over there. I think that was a coach house back in the olden days, yeah. So there you go. Now, the Singaporean-based group that owns the St Chads and the Lindene, they also own the Imperial as well. And they originally wanted to knock the hotel down during the Blackpool illuminations, but the council wouldn't allow them. So anyway, now that the fencing has gone up around the hotel, it might not be too long before the wrecking crew arrives. Okay, so I've come down St Chads Road now, and I thought we'd take a little look around the back, shall we? There's the fish and chip restaurant, or what was the fish and chip restaurant there. And I tell you what, this hotel is, well, the building itself is massive. It was probably extended. You see all these bits here that come back here? That was probably extended after the original building was built. But yeah, that's how a lot of the hotels in Blackpool were extended, to make room for all the people that used to come here back in the olden days. They had to heavily extend a lot of the buildings from what they were originally, yeah. So this is the back of St Chads Terrace. We'll have a little look around the back of the Lindene as well, I think, shall we, while we're at it. But yeah, as you can see, it's got fencing all the way around. I think they're probably going to be soft stripping it for now, for a while. Might be a lot of asbestos in there. It is absolutely huge though, isn't it? So now we're taking a look around the back of the St Chads. We'll have a look around the back of the Lindene, and it doesn't feel quite as big. And like I said about the Lindene Hotel, this was a collection rather than one big building all built at once. This was a load of houses and things like that, which were all kind of eventually all bought up by the owners at the time and turned into one big hotel. And you see that sign there, the Lindene, that's the old sign. It's an old sign of the hotel back from the olden days. Yeah, how about that, eh? Look at that view of the tower there. This is Bolton Street, by the way. It runs parallel to the promenade right around the back. Anyway, I'll tell you what, that wind is howling. Let's head back to the promenade, shall we? So there you go, that's my video about the St Chads Hotel here on Blackpool Promenade. Is it a shame that they're knocking down this building which has stood here since 1891, over 130 years? I'll put some links in the description if you want to find out a bit more. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I hope you like this video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I will see you again on the next one.